Exi Ponknum.
What's in the Torchlight 20 mix 100.9?
Nit FM Nyo.
Torchlight 20 mix 100.9. What's in the Torchlight 20 mix
Jamagana phone na kwa ba na nwumre de bandit 100.9 jumede ye friend no eye the torchlight ene eye benada etie benada no dru sabri ya eye torchlight ne de bra wodi 100.9 so benada ne ya wade bia ne atena se ya hyehye na ye de abra fefefe ene eye said de odum na manyosem ene atena se sei na ye ene jumede ya chechemo in fact ye beche MPP presidential race no enne bedena no usu apia eba besi adwan ne obeka ya eye ya wada no ye hia ye din komone raza kojo poku from the camp of Dr. Brian Champon na nena na usu apia wa ha na wometu anamon bi o hwa atade ye no DMB OPS na de wa ba be kire mu operations no that's right and eye ye wo akyerɛkyerɛfo nso a saa akyerɛkyerɛfo yi womo maka woma sema be hostu woma enado pe kwa na meka woma sem se watia se eye teacher fo bi a wone no woma hu se da bi se dia enoama ekono woma ye adwuma boro afe aban entua womoka se ye beka ye ho a eye Julius Debra edin krata bi beto odwa krata no de beto odwa no in fact sa chechefu ya ye ke no mo nka ho bi because woman no appointment letters na nye after 7 December my appointment letters no na somewhere November ni October mu na woman sa ekaye enti ebro Julius Debra chief of staff ne mebo ni babeto odwa na send the statement ni beto odwa no na nya ade asa chechefu yi eka ho nanso ekoba asa chechefu yi wo mu ni staff IDs enti etese wo mu tena fie director of education ono no kwa do ba ya osu obi a we ni staff ID bia no ana within the payroll su bia no na chese wo no we affected I didn't na nipa ni affected because Julius Debra eka en kra no wan kase wa we ni payroll so ana say staff ID or say woman after 7 December it after 7 December na sanfo no woman affected and na kind of saying so they say I didn't na bit maka say woman ye affected eti we ni nyina na ye nsem bi a eche se aba beto dwa ye dwendwen ho ne ya hwe se dia enoma ne pomesebre ankasa etie eti ene ya tena si ye ba behwe se nsem no na ye ka ho asem ye ba behwe woman schedule a demonstration woman ba be demonstration on ba be ye no enoma be no me present ediama usagana man panyin won no mo diko woman education minister woman hu director general edema ye fed saying Ghana Education Service ene de keka ho enti edem pa na esi enti achechefu yakwakwa say yentimi address womo issues no ema womo edem pote na esi enti me no ba be din komo na me a me na no usu apia betena say Evans Amonso a member of the NDC so no so beba na yebo NDC mu nkomo said ya enrama eko ewo NDC mu Evans Amonso ewo ha no so ye no ebetena say eti Emmanuel Ofori national secretary edema graduate teachers and woma wi age o post na zu entu o mka na Eugene so ha national organizer and ye Hamid Zakaria northern regional rep edema sa chechefui womo na ye no mba bedi enkomo ene day we need 100.9 so eti Ofori me wa do say abe microphone man bibia boko de
nyamia dom na so
nyamia dom boko de ache ode ache na Hamid also to say
nyamia dom
awoma hada so
David
yes o first time ni Hamid also bia ko ye de and Eugene do no the men na ye din kuta sa Eugene so no Eugene who said say
Ofa me ho ye na answer come na do.
Yeah, I come na do because you ntu aka.
Aye.
Sa na say Eugene say me ya kan makwa koshia minister. Director General Education Service. Say somebody say sika na anyone answer there because some financial clearance and the more dada.
Okay.
And as they say, what is the update? And now so my schedule when we a press conference. More than most send to Uja and the schedule for a year demonstration. And then Ekoso.
Ofa meda wase na mada etiefo nyina say in fact ye beda ora efidie we eye ne dia so asese abrani brembia yasem eba nenima o ma yakwanya ma yetumi ebeche yensem kakama Ghana fo nyina ehu de ekoso ya brabo. Ofa memma update kakra ne say the first one and say 24th of July 2025 we and GS my ati say yen twen for budget review. Na ombe capture or budget review we mu yeto yebo ase mi ankasa mi drop message ewo omotena committee no mo form ye no so ebi so ya kind budget review na ewie sisi na dey and the status of our issue ye puso mo page no so omo anka hwe ankere ye twen ya omo be frɛ for meeting no say ye mbra na ye mbetie ne ye bekoso wo and the omo wo edema ye 19th of August until omo frɛ ye for meeting. Na your committee on the 19th of August, Director General, echo meeting ni bi eka ye ho. Na ne nsem odi betu ye dwa nyina ne se, ne wo se onu oye nyina efa ye nkratasem, ema ye nsa etumi ka ye sika no, waye. E di afa Ministry of Education, ama Ministry of Finance enya. But Ministry of Finance na release sika ema ye. Na we na yen a ye employees, ara yen won fa ye dwuma e boye pusaka kra because OSEI one your clearance ewu 31st of December who reactivate amaye now from January akopim August now to me reactivating maye budget review OSEI ewu mu bi now so up to now ya ntihwe our budget review na be share ya will be say which other mechanisms or alternative strategies we think we can adapt as a committee to resolve this issue. And they said the Saudi director say what so why they always
director of education no be some.
Yes, Professor Davis na meeting na be na director beside yes say the director say why you there na why you dey obey bia na wontumi a and the what dey
why you there obey bia no dey
o say what wrong krata e dey Ministry of Finance so we reactivate your clearance na Ministry of Finance na enye ye and yes say director ya try impossible e be Ministry of Finance o mu ntie ye na wakoye penyi a oda ya no we employer no e dey di yenim fire Ministry of Finance no na ni atofo se entenase no kanche yankasa se o mu agie za fa mo adwumam say intera mentumi ntwa moka o si ontumi ne ye enko because he works under a sector minister they say the sadia my hu ato honorable Haruna Idrisu quickly arrange meeting my for the next day ye be share Haruna ono so ye ba ono so ka kire ye say ni ono so wo so ye bia no ono so aye but atofo se na respond. Eti from there no also catch say obesan so atro another letter that same day e dey come out was and say ebe yan ko treat our issue as a matter of what agency abepe me na ye ntihwe ye obekaya be some few days ago nanka me ba o show no so but me do hawi na me catch us say a call from above and until me to me and betena studio no so na a call from national security.
Okay,
so
national security for frame
oh
no
yeah maybe let me put it in a bigger bracket but na national security for the free from the beginning mo and mo agency na dey from the beginning but mo ka say mo be here for meeting na say any media engagement bi aye njai ene ma me feel studio na me ntumi amba show no so na ye ne mo ko share putupru mu sana jono ya ye fi tamale ya ye fi kumase ya ye fi otirage nyina aye leaders no e ba meeting ne bi omo ete ya no sem say omo ate ye nka de dada say ye ha oni na so yen kan kire om no mo hu de o metumi aye se abana nkasa mo no mbekọ a ombekọ amaye omutie ya asem arrange meeting ma Minister of Finance and Minister of Education so omututi ya asem as a matter of agents that same day they came back to us na report on the breyer no eno pokun ye na ye nim se national security ana NIB for ebe boy ama ya asem we na nka enu ampoka ya nye press conference but respond on the breyer ni say honorable Kessel to force and say se obetua ye ka just okọ any IMF for ekoye meeting na IMF agi2 mu say ontua ya nasema ni ntua ye because Ghana's economy is being run by IMF over One be ya adwin say me ne wa share document bebre. Document am share ma we hu. One of them is show say IMF MI approval 20th May 2024. Say abinda dan emfa ye adwuma. IMF ag2 mu da. Enti sese na asem we do ase na still finance minister say just ko hu IMF no e boy pusa. Ne krakra
on IMF din kuta hu wiansa.
E bisa say ontua ye kansa na. Ene yeso ye propose to NIB say ene mo kan me ankasa me propose so mo kan kire ne say yes so my NG
is some information omunya wo NIB.
Yes. Say yen twa IMF dia. Yes so yes stress August ending way. Minister MPO also me NG wa ketua. Na nyina yen twa IMF approval. Eno no entumi nsi. Meaning so mo nyina mo agya ma ketua. Na yen a teacher for ye adwuma for 13 months from the College of Education. Ye adwuma from the university for 9 good months including September. Yen G 1 CD. Now so your man penyin, your ministers, your MPs, your MCs, your DCs, your assemblymen form po eji o monthly allowances. Now ye teacher for ye chere Ghana nkola de enye ya ye nkola o. Ghana dache nkola na ye chere o mo ade. Yen G ye 1 CD. Na ne krakra push ye ma ye press conference na ni say Director General Eco Park Public Account Committee no ko ka say enyo no fa ye adwuma na wakotua ye ka. Na when e bi say the technical committee no mo form no na ye den e ya dako dada bia na say ye den because ye was so wo boy ma ye saka ye sika. Na Eco Park Eco ka kire park say enyo no fa ye adwuma na wakotua ye ka. Ne fa bi no asem no ya ye mienu. Ye ya ju say e be ye press conference no e wo Independence Square. Ye kodu Sunday enyumre a ye flyer ne na ma bonting. Ene enya message feed years for say yen suspend the press conference na yen bra meet na say dabi. Say e beba meeting bi mpo na and e ma ye staff ID e wo paper so. Na ye bebo assembly afre yen call for say oh Kofi udie nie ama udie nie na obi akọ controller akọ process awa ne nsa ka ne sika. Enye no de yen ba meeting bia. Ye kodu Independence Square 30 minutes to the program. National security for bedu work actually say the place had order from above say yen to me enye press conference no Independence Square. Quickly
Agamo press conference na mo
endra. Quickly yes see enya de ebeja ye compare park bi so e was odwe park honum ene ye wo honum ye wie ye so up to now genius entumi be cash nkire from the press conference and then all media houses are from nyina omunye omaji so be pick course bia esan say omo ankasa nim say ne omo ye enya de omo eboaye ye sere omo mbra bonte na dia ewo mankasa ankasa omo de etete no omo nka nkire ye eti sesia de ye ha no ahase na edu
enti Botaya na press conference na chine ye.
Botaya na press conference say ye pese ma Ghana fo nyina ehu de akoso ya brabom for the past 13 good months for the College of Education and for the past 9 good months for year ayewo university a one city abai enchia ye na ye ma abai no up to 23rd of this month September we say yensa anka ye staff ID yensa anka ye sika edo mo ntwen demonstration chenche ba be ye no ne so bi embada ye hit street no so a yensa anka ye sika ye bank account ma ye nkofie say flag tab so mpo na ye beda ho no makopim say aban na kasa de sika be ma ye say table top po a ye beji ne table top na ye de sika kofie
mama aban up to 23rd.
Yes,
but mo planned demonstration sana can 23rd.
You plan demonstration there.
Over.
You plan demonstration there. Nanka 2nd September.
Auza.
Na 2nd September ni munu na NIB call ne buy no. NIB boss ankasa na ye nim eka try say security wise no a very very threat to the nation. Enti no ye obepese nka ye betwe the demonstration no akonkon ho no magina mu ahwe aka asam na ye de amaye. Enti 2nd September no mu no ye meet NIB nintin ye hold on with the demonstration because NIB catch say obema ye feedback as soon as possible. Feedback na NIB the buy no ama ye situation no kra na ye kra ye kira this is here na ye mu position because say finance minister kasa afi no ko shia IMF and san wetimi ehu how to pay asa na e kire say enye enasem because IMF situation now on here the new budget nintin na be shia IMF for review before our budget no kra be ba parliament intin ye twen akosi da be see ye run next year man not just ye adwuma 1 year almost 4 months abra ka tue bianca isa ye nuanom mo ko training college no ma ye adwuma 1 year almost 7 months enti ne ye pese ye tibi be free and paying for na NIB boss why are there? Because now a demonstration no yen ye adwene say betu en safre ye pressure groups na we universities ni na join here. E ho baby na call ya they were able to read from it. Because you can see a pressure groups ni na ba join here. The street of Accra ain't mean contain here. As we stand now, yes. Ye TCCA enye yenko ana asem we ahaye. Se wentimi antua ye ka na chese afimu nyina no. Yentimi mfa obi adwuma wo aban yi bi. Because you can't director at say until so omu betua ye ka no.
Enya don betima do recruitment.
Enya don betima ye recruitment bia.
Amount for so
because yes. Even yenuanu mo ko training college.
Yeah.
2023 batch etifie. 2024 batch no so ending of this month on baby omu service akosa na ba be yemi.
Yeah.
Omu so ba be yet say nurses for situation in bi just say o twen number of year edru so ansa na ya fu adwuma. Enti si anhwe ne amasa nhyehyɛ na etu entwan manim ya ebekoso akoso na aman yo ne aman kyekyere no ye ne UT ene ye de ye bu amana duru ba bi aduru President John Dramani Mahama ba aban mu waye ne nhyehyɛ nyina de oye bia ye sɛ ye ne aye wo temamufo no yasetene mbeto ye ne ho so aye de atoye ba de ye ne afam sisi ani de ano odene na de man ye hu kra ye course bia ye nya say ye nipa be 34 aka so la tu na kaba
adentra
aho akoye conflict zone sisi
yeah.
And we are doing we are doing everything possible say ye betimi move you down to their various communities because ye nim time situation need to be tracked. As we stand now about 14 people ma confirm say tie for the ku
until woman ya church for yentua omaka
yes omo call no CCA onipa be 14 we have to even call the regional director for education say they should release them for them to come home because so otna treatment na enkoyi and it is something that it is getting out of hand enti ama your situation na very dicey. Because 2nd September ne de na ke enuanum ni nyina wo school man ke benya omo for the demonstrations na say for a obi ye de ebusuafo bia obi abeka ho ma demonstration but NIB intervening and am ya bedru ba bia bedru.
Okay, eti ye kan yes am grofo no be de wo ma sha se etu omaka we Hamid so one am we college of education yes am grofo no ma sha se etu omaka
mostly yen free college no so mo fine with GS no or yeah we start fight this now omo yen in badges and now we have clearance now clearance na be expire 31st December 2024 31st clearance neighbor somewhere around November and so omo dey about November they were able to get their salaries.
Okay,
and omo ntimi anye am fa nyina anto so and change of government by no so there was a letter out there say we need payroll so initially we heard say after 7 December
elections
but later on you say we didn't need payroll so they should hold on and to holding on now you be brain say you nya staff ID this year and you say na hold on you holding on am be regional validation say yen san fa yen krata yen co regional offices na yen co validating biu so we did all that ye co validation no am say yen krata no okay. And after revalidation, no, somewhere around me and I may staff ID buy.
Okay.
Staff ID need buy on friends say PV, friend be say PV payment voucher.
Voucher, yeah.
Now friend is saying school CISOs no, or more validating and some salaries aba. I saw my money, Misika buy with my staff ID, but say payment at the end of May no, scan number. My colleagues say
I told crowd was staff ID.
Yes, I have my staff ID.
But still, you Gabi.
Oh wow. All my colleagues who had their staff IDs May from that time or Obi Adimba PV no so with ni Sike also but then Sikanemba. And then I hear cause is
but a year can Sir Eugene more clearance and they expire.
Clearance manye accounting but nyamesua if you more your accounting say sika ya budget say you best spend it for the whole year. Now say your budget na you ntumi and spend it goes back to where it came from. Now if you need that money back, you write for the person to give it back to you to use. Now, sir, ending on 31st. Now, sir, it has gone back to where it came from. We were only expecting the finance minister or the director general or the minister of education to only write for reactivation of that same amount of money to be paid back to them for it to be used to pay us. Wafa, we me person for a video so eka we say GS for SA enya no kra e do mo bra bonten fa krata en bra bonten say me uje me say ye sika no na wo mo bank account mu o mo use sika ya de foforo
anto mo sika no na wo matua
yes by that than etua na wo GS account mu so mo use ye de a o mo bra bonten be kan
sound
me say o mo use sika na de ya de foforo
say
omo di tua promotion e ma teacher for that da omo wo.
Do you know for a fact?
Yes.
Finding out.
Yes, we have the fact.
Sir.
Yes.
And it's not moving to your mama.
So they were expecting the finance minister to reimburse that money for them, and of which has not been done. That was why Haruna or our honorable Haruna requested for a re-extension of 60,000 clearance, which is very huge, of which we are not even up to 6,000. And onya 60,000 na ebe cover nyina na wetumi atua 60,000 na to force eson dodo. That is why we've still not been paid. So GSM Ebua, omo fan krata bra bonte. I also provide my facts.
Okay, na say oyechre na mobeye no, my ho toto ye.
Yeah, pasho ya ye ho toto nyina wi. Na initially India, Nanka, we wanted to take the nation by surprise. How it will happen, Nanka may take you by surprise. But for NIB engagement, we've written to the police headquarters and then the Greater Accra Police Command. You meet you on Enra. But Enra na some of Mokache and say nurses in Subeko demonstration. It was a hard day now, yet national. And they only control that number of people. Intino, combes say young codjun who be near saying date no. So an opinion yenya say almost say don't bet me I mind say 30th of this month. Now and only we are yet to either accept or reject it because say your nurses can kabuma is a number of you increasing the number of security personnel on grounds. But almost say a bear sana a bear cause traffic across the Greater Accra Principal Street in it. Ye bedwene ho ye beji 30th na tum dia ye betene fi ye join ni nurses phone ba say ya anja ntuma ye be join ni nurses phone
on 23rd
yes
and it just said nurses one was you into amka on
nurses in the minister so ba bontin say wetu amka
okay we dey won kasa ma
so dey ya come on there ye dey date ko and ye say 23rd ye be hit street ba police say o person ka ne papa mu na
nurses phone in
wiansa but we are yet to accept or reject it. But the area can you say situations be air cost is getting out of hand. The yenya of the case the yesterday. If you're for be a true, your number for be anyhow. Near the end, you need say asun crown and cabemano a break a crap, especially in your more training colleges in a behind dino 1 year pay. You see, I'm some so you 13 months are a ketuane mai. The essence if you're funded. A diner your more means almost dinya or musica or modium by a palmacho or monchenche or moniama so kakra situation a finding a home sisian. Yen and a year dinny, and a sanke mubi crano, and cardani is soon and answer baby idea in Yacha and Carbroso. A situation happened with bitchily where is a landlord be a jetty a lady from the house. I swam an abroso in him, sir, but so yeah, or more exercise patients kakramai. In him say the omoka. Yenya isika na akekam na yebetua amom yenim say ye de omoka nti yebefa fidie we so asre fiura phone it is getting out of hand
omon consider mo
ye adesrede ne yesro
if you were for you so there do simple no betuma yesade yeah try we dey say what they adesrede now they are too here it is say when are you giving yourself your friend say time say be a mobile demonstration and now say ultimatum na mo dey am up to 23rd.
Yes.
Comes up to 23rd.
Yes.
So mama saw ultimatum they say it doesn't warrant say some call join NSS no. Because they be 23rd na so my BB and
it's a tag. Once your target be nesi ho. Once mostly no payment with GSA no. You validate and you start payment. Cause payment month payment and you say ending. mostly it starts from 20th, 22nd, and you will see the hint.
And to be
Yes, whether you are getting paid or you are not getting paid.
Okay.
So,
and copy 23rd, and that's it. One bit to your car.
No credit,
We
no
don't
credit.
signals and all.
No credit, no credit, no
And from 18th, you be who signal.
Now, most have validation be almost under move from district, region, national. So then, you know, my way.
Some validation, see, I have validation 4.
Okay.
Auditor General na nkasa why validation. Region so a validation, district a validation. See ye kasa ye schools in so a validation.
Schools na say validation.
Yes,
no,
yeah, to
okay, they are yeah.
Nti I mako 4. 4 next no. Ye finding a way to labor, Ministry of Labor. As someone can say, the audit has ended, and it has been handed over long time. And the man call Ministry of Labor and say, Finance Minister call Parliament. No, okay, Car said there is an audit going on. It is about 91%. So later on, I think 1 month after the Finance Minister went to Parliament, any you see, I know your information say, and I say your say the audit has ended. I'm handing over to respective in ministries also more adwuma. Enti audit na sem ne de nka ya pass a brand. But see I ne akoye aketua. Na aketua na nsem no de Director General ka kire say waye na afemu de nyina akase Ministry of Finance this kabeba.
Sir.
Yes.
Also we ne bibia.
Also waye na afemu de nyina.
You hear Ministry of Finance?
Yes.
Really? Eti say no moon demand there should be a new financial clearance. Oh.
The financial clearance has to be reactivated because you close year on year now. Ayana financial clearance no its term as expired one. Inti ubesan so atwira ko say Ministry of Finance and so enya de and reactivate man let me use that amount of money no. The reactivation in the ene abe problem. The intin so ama yen so ya pa ne say amount na wo ho dada no ye de atue ye ne nuanum bia ye ne omo call school especially teacher training for say no about 2/3 of them na enyom sika omo akam endru even 3,000 ye ne teacher university for no so ye ne FI nyina is around 2,700 enti ye kan number nyina bo man is about 5,700 enti aden ye timi atua ye kan ye mienu no bo man is about 13,000 or say 14,000 aden ye timi atua bia na beka 5,000 plus enti it's just about reactivation normal administrative work yes finance ministry releases can
say no month na kasa is saying
month near September we 13 months.
September we are not 13 months. How much that
year? Yes, tried there for 1 year because it started August. Started August.
Really?
And anyama ye say ama ye hu bibi agina near PR ka kire.
What's saying?
PR ka kire.
Daniel
Fenyo ka kire and say we have been allocated a budget which the finance minister is going to read at the mid-year budget. So, we are a bit surprised as to because when the finance minister went to read the budget, we were all anticipating, say, no matter what, but then budget, somewhere became ambiguous, whether you were 50 high or higher. So we tried to have conversation with Daniel Fenyi, the PRO. So right now, I'm going to say it was a lie. We are not part of the budget reading.
Budget, no.
Yes. And Mimi say, I'm from here, but then me try there on off. Your rent are some. Your colleagues be grandpa, they are even on sick beds because of living in a hotel. And someone working for 1 year, 1 year and his salary. Now on 50. Because the fear, maybe any penny fear,
because the fact is, anytime you are mobile, I try contacting Daniel.
Okay.
But Daniel always keep on giving excuses. If the recent excuse or the man, say in fact, one my idea, so we be anti say responsive free finance ministry. Eba, as some Daniel, me.
That's what they keep saying.
Anti me name how and when, as you've given the ultimatum. National security abem. One more catch him some money. I for one catch him say finance minister say edu oko IMF ba na che say ni nyina no IMF no chere mo timeline o ma timeline be every na o say
also second week September
of this month.
September yeah enti yeso so ya ma no 23rd
okay
enti onko IMF nembra onya ba ya within 1 week ye pay sika
because me sure say we too quiet yeah
what's been yeah and say yeah na yeah chefo na yeah chira de no yeah ni entu en ka o but then yenyeska ye topad among students yenyeska yetua every say
na mugu so kwatra de
oh
yes
most of us we yeah ma kwan e buy you me say I have to dodge my landlord for because of my second September yeah ma kwan e buy and we are even preparing to go back going back and also from here to north is not a small journey and on concern massa because okay we have to also umuyedu ansa na wako. Okay. These are all things we are facing.
All right, you did. At the end, to Abekatre yet for almost say after giving the ultimatum 23rd. Yes, you'll be follow up. You go swa ye can't one seminar. At the end, will come here.
Papa, Ubisa say you go see Jumana. Osha me staff page swa. Teachers on duty for this week. I'm the leader. I was me bantem and make sure so be ye juma. Not teachers for me a come home. Me moderate so many na ye juma na enne me ko juma ansa na me ba ha se. Papa, ye pese for video so ne krakra de ye pese ye kan say. Lordina Mahama ye nim so kasa kire president otie. But if at this point by 23rd ye antihwe emfi o man penyin ankasa ho a, that means Lordina so failure. Because ye nim say we
na boni din.
Because ye nim say
on your employer on your first lady
obetumi akebia ma ye e woni kunu no ho se ontie ye so yes because the actual letter ma majority minority speaker of parliament
vice president
petitions committee of parliament the vice president herself and even we wrote to the select committee the chief of staff won nyina wontie and say lord na nko abeka na obi entie biom dia and the obi eni ho beka mai na say ye beba beda flash tab also with Mahama na e nyina beda ho no eti yesre no so no so nye bibi mai
dey na wo pempens ano or president
Mahama
as when you get to Okasa
over me chesai
ma me fa we ntia to na
yeah for
the ten say ye will teacher unions by teacher unions they supposed to be
I don't want to even
very careful.
I don't want to talk about them
because any may be because why ye nuanu ma o market ya ba May ni June
one more teto mo
o mate 9 months ni nyina continuous about 4,000 something na o mate nipa be
teacher union
8,000 yes
not
Nagrat and then pre-tax se mo pesa association ye ni a ye ba mu no ye ni ka association ni ma this is not how you supposed to treat us. The man say
unions nin ka bi ma.
I don't
want to talk about them because
yeah actual letter ama not I want northern region say actual mom. Omo ka kire in plain say we are not part of them yet because they've not started taking dues from us.
Oh really?
Yes, that's the reply we have.
Over I think on the 20th 19th of this August ye share not president our years after ye fee director meeting
now mo not na your mandatory ana
yes mandatory whether po be join back I was so facility pre-tag which is pre-tag now not and I said Nagrat move back mandatory then ka dia ka yen to ye betumi e decide say yen join kra en ka yen over 6,000 way back po be join omo but I wanted to also understand say ye Ghana for
asamana ba no I just say atrechire foi e kira de momo money be di akire one more the said dues no better to no more pay
because
the dues no money so you
members you are not a member yes that's what is happening
when you go to South Africa there are those who the unions are those fighting for their teachers why our Ghana
inti say the person catch unions ni nyina ne say almost silence no ama ensema ye be regime me yete fa omo ho ya confirm because it's about time union no be gina maye en na me catch ye colleagues ni platform no say ye mu biniki ehun ntem an ke enjoy ni teaching field no anka sasika ye ko say ni university nyina anka de be pay adwuma bi asua because se ye hwe nuanom mo nurses anyhow Ghana registered nurses and nurses omo fight ma ye nuanom na say Nat ne Nagrat ne pre-tag e ka o ma no tum say ya ketua mra no omo nte dia
Ghana registered nurses and midwives for association. One would be by woman now must start it at a woman. Almost starting to tell woman. But one would the end by one may affected, no. One can come on immediately no ra a candle.
Yes.
About one to back us or monk. And no, you are free.
Yes, yeah, the anchor.
So, yes, Sabrino, let me be say Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. Now, one more tattoo woman, but the union stood in for them. Radio is the union stood in for them. But my teachers in the union say, you are music and omoji dino and omope. They shouldn't do that. Leaders in almost all of them, now for. But what they are doing, they are not being fair. They're not being fair. But I must say, you may say mobile.
That's it.
It's a follow up. Why?
Na yefa kunya yin so ada wase pa because ye issue be ye penipa ba ko a wagina ne nan so aboa ya entimi nyum frim. But the best say say china say ye mu bi ana adwumani bi anya akwanya no ne president Mahama Bompu nimpu a.
I saw china no ne
Omusamaye ne ye hu ye faith because ye mu bi no you see it has gotten to a point also ye ne sort ye nkofo ni bi out.
Yeah, it's true.
And yeah, better
me bomb pie say ye benya journalist bia obibisa say masemi ye dia ma ye mu bi there unfortunately ye ntimi anya invitation but me bomb pie say journalist e be kon ye na for journalist ni bia ye de beto man no be sa president
that's it.
Why? That's a pa some na me count abusia ye ne atrɛtrɛfo a wɔmakɔ school pon awie na ya wɔmo a pass through all the processes wɔmo akɔ mo postings baby ɛsɛ wɔmo kɔ kyerɛ de na wɔmo kɔ nanso till date wɔmo kyerɛ de 13 months bosome so a wɔmo sanka wɔmo akatua saa kyerɛkyerɛfo ni na wɔmo di nkɔmɔ yi wɔmo ma aban up to 23rd saa de wɔmo bɛ yɛ kyerɛkyerɛnkyerɛnkyɛ a wɔmo de police for kra ya arrangement awie iti Emmanuel Ofori or your secretary national let the mass church for Eugene Zorano or your national organizer and Hamid Zakaria College of Education or rep one more can a yes I'll go in one more and you no more eating common. The better one come so ye I may adoma or china subsequent programs I would do. Some say one must have them I can't I mean him the NTR no me very simple. Yeah china why you me your answer. Okay, now no so appear a member of Dr. Baumia the operations team. I know so happy. Evans and so on. So no. Even come. Now my joy.
Jerry.
Yeah, it's saying.
Yamiadum.
That's and the DMB no make say.
Yamitiasi.
Say DMB I dey activity on ground. Say Sabato na na pempen so no. You hu the san every be any ho.
See ya.
E dey na ekoso.
Me no kasa idie. Yamia yadum. Yamiyadum a ochina ofrase ewo Ashanti region. Okushia party executives. Delegates, former party executives, including current executives. Ne omo ya bie constitution no ne ya amendment nti omo wo akwanya se omo nyina no eba electoral college no mu bie no nyame admo china ofri sa edwumadie no ase wo Ashanti region na on the 12th now they are by we then you return to Accra. And so far so good. Bibia did an aquam. We say, oh, here in Nipadria, and Bibia be no de Humbrasia, and no John Aye. When you giddy, on your basabasa. And Tinishina non sono. Bibia, see a name for fair, basabasa, Abia, so any more. Or my di, Nenimu, all the structures are a constituted campaign, Nunina non so. Ubia yen famudie. As we speak, Yura opariansa eda so to nyoma ehihye nyoma Yura Anthony Kabu and so organize operations no ne ade yenya nso ye papa the vulnerable majority leader former OSEI chairman Sabonsu and so ekuta administration no ma ono so strategically omu nyina planning me ankasa me papa nso Fred Oware nso chairman also na ehwese o supervise all the coordinating bodies ni nyina nso to ensure say campaign no bibia be koyie na atimi ayakono ayefe me da so ti ha no mo a anwumre ya na yenso efiri efom APA ye call ɔkan kwe north a egu so a ye ntoabo ɛwɔ fam kakra na ye dwumadi a ye die no me ba ha adano no me ne obedi nkomo ɛka sɛ volunteer group a yato din sɛ Friends of Baumia a yɛtwa no tiaka sɛ FOB no yɛn yɛ frase ɛyɛ grassroots work grassroots work no ne dwuma yɛ die pa ne sɛ yɛ ne delegate no ɛdi nkitaho ɛwɔ fam na on sɛ amanyɔsɛm deɛ ɛyɛ ɛfam adwuma ɛsɛ wokɔ na wɔ engage nkrɔfo nti FOB no yɛ frase a yɛ adwuma den nwumre yɛ kushia
Friends of
Baumia yɛ kushia Akwetema electoral area delegates ɛwɔ hɔ me firi hɔ na me de me working years yi ɛduru ha no ma betra yɛ bɔ nkɔmɔ nti nneɛma gu na kwan mu a yɛ toto nneɛma hwɛ sɛ Nyankopɔn bɛyɛ na dom na 31st January 2026 na party delegate ɔmo si ahene tu ahene no ɔmbɛ mayen akwanya bio na yɛwura asan tu franka no de ama the New Patriotic Party nti FOB yɛ adwuma papa na mekɔ so anso abɔ yɛ maame akosia manu kozie mebɔ na ba so sɛ ɔkusua so yemu na ɔyɛ nhyehyɛeɛ bia nso sɛ yɛbɛtumi ayɛ adwuma no ɛwɔ form chance ɔno te ase sɛ amanyɔsɛm no ne sisi a structure of the campaign no ɛyɛ form nti yɛsɛ yɛ engaging nkrɔfo ne ɔmo kasa nti basically that is what we are doing enya de bia no a yɛgyegya mu kra yɛyɛ adwuma ama adwuma no timi aso ani nti team nso ɛkɔyɛ nso ɛyɛ adwuma yie Ewura Saddam ɔna da ano FOB no na me amenua nso so probus ɔno so coordinating nneɛma nti I think we are working and yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛnya very positive impact on the
now more specifically na deɛ na mo de simone so Dr. Baumia na kasa mu hɔ ne campaign strategies
yes
one more plan na mo FOB nso how are you coordinating more activities with Dr. Baumia and
what it is that we are volunteer group you come under the umbrella of the campaign
okay
bibia ni hɔ a betimi de wo pɛ asɔre sɛ wo yɛ match as we are volunteer group no the campaign body no ankasa in general in totality no must know say you are part of the campaign sanse wokɔ abɔnten ansɛm a wokɔ kan no must reflect nia papa no ɛka kyerɛ nkrɔfo ne papa no ni suade hu no ɛne sɛ ne ɛbɛyɛ a campaign na ankasa nso ɛbɛgya atom sɛ ye message na ye de kɔ no sa pepepe na mo nso mo de konti yentimi nkɔba sɛ mo be kɔ as volunteer group na mo yɛ mo nneɔma sɛ ne amo pe bia da bi ye de report kɔ adwuma bia ye bia no ye de report kɔ na report no nso ɛkɔ papa na ankasa nso ho direct a ɔno ankasa a review no ɔhwɛ na bibi ɔhɔ no mo na sɛ ye nyina correct a they know amayen sɛ ne bi nti we are working as volunteer groups but we cannot do anything on our own without express approval and all the activities we are doing must be sanctioned by them. And resource na dina voluntarily contribute to amount for contribute to the board no near etimi account for so you must be very accountable to whatever that comes to you to work with. And basically that is what we are doing. Yeah, ni so ade hunu no kase de say marketing kan catch us say to ensure say about to beto ewo January 31st 2026 at least Ewura Mahmood Baumia betimi anya close to 80%. That is your target. See no your target na ye hu adwuma very very serious and I believe say nyame eya adom nso so a Ewura Mahmood Baumia ebetumi anya esan say wo mo a esi akan ni nyina no say party no nhyehyɛ mu no yehwɛ a ɔno no nipa watimi akɔ ɔman yi mfanan ba bia no Ewura Mahmood Baumia atu anamon akɔhɔ broni beka say he is the well marketed among all the contestants obia omo etu anamon contestant nti yenim say he's well very credible and ni bibia nso so ye bia nso no oye no senior ebetimi ama nkunimdi aba e de ama party no nyame adoma 2028 nti ye guso ene delegate edin komo na yes delegate say yenhwe ne pa o Ewura Mahmood Baumia mu na yensan so ema na kwanya sanse na niso ade hunu se obechichire oman no akọ miae bi a yenyina no ebe ye fe be yakọ no na afei obesan so ma party no agina ne nan so biewu na party no beye hwam party no beye akono the party no nso so mu beye fe ama abontensofo animu nso ebe pene so ajatum se omba abadwane New Patriotic Party nti ne dwumadie kase no nkomo a odie pa ne se the party will be the center of focus se nyame ye na dom na se ye de franka no hye ne nsa na se mpo yenya eto aba ne wie ne party nhye ebe nyina no ede ko abato 2028 mu no he will make sure say the grassroots will factor in the campaign enti structures of build nyina no is to ensure say the party becomes very formidable party no be yakono be ye eniso na obia de ahokeka atimi aba besom party no na nyame ya adom a 2028 timi etu anamo a sefata dia ye hia ye pa da bia ye bo ho da ro no say so ye party ni eba say we ye party card bearing member sympathizer towards the New Patriotic Party na anase mpa fei and I will contemplate to join any of the political parties in the country. The SC amount here say, but more na fa ho ebe dom New Patriotic Party. Obia we party ni ba bia nso ye ka enso asi so say, but more dene na enema asisie atwamu ne ye di hu komo de ya ebebre if you say ye call abato ewie ye from December up to January I hand you over ebesi nei Ghanaians and the party members we've all seen, we've all heard. Mesre bebre, mesre. That be idea me can say. We've done a lot of the complaint, we've done a lot of the crying, we've done a lot of the, chastising. We've done a lot. Bebre na ya blame ya ho, ya boy ya ho kwedu, ya konto kwa, ya kikan sembe bebre achre ya ho. Nanso. Mesre se baby ye gina sisi party ni bia no enya na dwene se de sie bia no wajaimu e de ache de sie bia no wayi afri na koma mu de si bia anya ne de bia no obefine in a very nice way say the party is the only thing that we have the organization ye papa nom ne ye maame nom e de agyayen from 1992 by nyina no e kire say the New Patriotic Party ene ajapade a yen members no ye wo enti dia mesre ne say party ni bia please obia nyi de wo na koma mu nyina mfiri ho no mo esanse sebi mpreduasa biribi a wo ho basem a de a wo besiesie na wasiesie ne ye yese se enso efa oba doesn't mean say onnum nsuo na sebi mpreduasa so ofro hyen na se unya nkwanhia eno so nkyere se wo mfro hyen biu de aba bia no ma ye ntu ye nso no ento ntwene mesre party fo nyina se mo ma ye ntu ye nso no ento ntwene majari ye ko grounds yi enkrofo express a lot of concerns na ni American dia to party fo trimu ne se mesre wo mo mpanimfo bi enam na nsama mo ka se ena ya nhwe party grassroots fo ena ya nhwe party ma enunti ekire se niam bebre ohonom a aban na anye ne yie na party mpanimfo anye ne yie eno so nti no akoba ne se the party people should be angry so the party people should not even accept some of the leaders mesre party ma se opani bia tu anamon ba onase anase delegate no mo ni mu behia na mpanimfo no ka kire mo se ena ya nhwe mo enu nti mumma mu bunfu party no anase o mo na beba no mba behwe mo ama party na ye yia adesre ba ko pen se mumbisa sampanimfo no se o mo nso de na omunyaaye o party num na biro omunyaa de omunyaaye no o mo kai constituency for any delegate for ana so o man timi an kai mo de a ene mo nti ase se samre yi no o mo ba mo na ase a o mo ni mu di nkomo no mo ka kire mo se na party anhwe mo nti ebufuo na ese mo de ye party no samre na party ne ho nyem akono na party no ase mo buafu to the extent say mo mpese mo beti party ni kra din no saafo no omo very much diabolical na omo ye greedy and mischief the entire Americans and say Majeri we party panimu ebi aban bayi wonko ha no uji project bi a mienu miensa eboso one kai at the time no say na say ye di project ni bi constituency level na ye ma party mano enya sika no a wonko abaakofo hundreds of millions of cedis no a wo je no esenkia o ma sa project contract ni bi ekofom na form for enya bi eno de sa for na nkai at the time no a na omo fight ejijiji project ewo cocoa board omo jiji project ewo ministry of roads omo jiji project ewo ministry of agric omo jiji project ekeka bosso di bi ma omo yire nom ni omo ma no omo nkai say na party fo bi wo form a omo nso nko mbetima suggest dia ma cabinet aka kire mpanimfo say sa project yi yansuso yemma bi nko form na party fo nje na wo wa jisika boom e de ahwe wata so ena wo pe president ya di ena wo pe akwanya ntu ko nyina party fo ni mu a na wo incite party fo no against the party. I don't think all of this will help the party at all. Enti mesre empanimfo no omko gyina simpie so a na some message no omudi ma party fo no in a way of blackmailing everybody except themselves to make it sound and suggest to say sabi impredu as a party ni be di akonwa 8 years no ono kura no ogina party for man animu a okasa no majari aso ono kura sabi o votic bottle kura wa enya bi adenti na ese wo so ukoyesa meanwhile mo no ne mpanimfu a nanka mo betimi suggest say project any contract any ade hodo honum a yenjeje mfa ma ye yerenom ne ye manom ne sabi o ye concubines for na mmom no yenkai delegate for no a omo constituency level no yenkai party mano a omo breye no enne die onya kwanya kugina honum a now blackmail the whole party executives national and other people. I don't think it is fair, but ye catch the delegate and say we are going to change things. Ye be man niema asesa sa afo no a na omo fom boso na omo gi contract from all the state institution omo gi adwuma nyina bobo omo bo a omo an kai na nei no omo akogina ba bi su kwakwa na nsisun no ebre so na se nyankopon ya dom na nyankopon fa yewura Mahmoud Bawumia so e di tumi e ma New Patriotic Party bi mu a ye be sesa neomamu na mmom no ya ma omo atiase se ebre bi be so na se ye the contract ne be ma wo ba akofo ba gigi aboso na wo hwie a otwa ho akogina anafo akobusa se hwan na ahunu nsuo no na party na mo ankrofo dia ene nhihye de be ba ne se adwuma no yemfa nkofom constituency level regional level polling station level na executives no so ya identify omo na yema omo adwuma ni binye. All of these things are going to form part of the corrections and the new models and the strategies that you be making sure say the party is going to be very attractive, formidable and strong. Majari ye kwa ye tie nsem ni bebree but ye sua ye neoma esua neema bebree hunu say we cannot allow few people bia omo benya de so munya no mu wi a omo san so ada no omo hanu makokone kone omo ko nsuo no etifi akɔhono no no mo dimirika akogina nafo no mo san so bisa say hwan na aba be hono nsuo yi
Sana bi ye
Sana bi mu ye Majari Sana bi mu ye because ye wompanimfo bi o party mu a aban ne pa ye from 2017 to 2024 ye hand over Majari omonya kwanya bia so omonya bia. They got all the opportunities for themselves, for their family, for their friends and all of that. Some really do mu refi say ombe susu e dia ma cabinet say omampani Akufo-Addo ene omampani abedi akire Yewura Mahmoud Bawumia ene cabinet enka ye propose say sabi yo yes chef fertilizer contract na ye dia ene yemfa bi nko constituency level na yempe potential party members na nke yemfa project ni bi mom no mo nso nya debe enye contract ni bi se sabi mpreduasa ye che suppliers bi o institutions bi mu ene ye na se won ko a wo giboso the one susu say yemfa bi masa afo no but enei die enei opetumi ntino wo wakwa akotwa wo ho ena omo ka kire party for say party ni ba ban mu no party na anhwe wom enu nti omo ma omo bunfu party no omo bunfu party leadership ene nka wo sa nipa na ese ye bufu kese because wo no akwa gigi nwuma ne boss gigi contract ni sika ne ade ne boss no uwie a ukogina amanfo na nim a wo san ka kire omo say wo no wo ye sikani party no a build wa ma wo no wagina ba bia ugina ubia koka kira manfo nse wo no wo yesikani na omu de omu ye hiafo na afi wasan ka se party no amboa wo no sabi a collective responsibility majority adwene ni ba akufo otirim eno nti se na national chairman national organizer general secretary and treasurer and mpanifo na ewuri party no antumi anka bia wo so ana we cabinet minister no did you ever suggest ana yamfa nya adwuma wonsusu anasa bi o ye board chairman we board chairman that board anu akesa majority empire he ana wonsusu say me board your organization and institution me danu yi so hunu opportunities yi me de ba anu nti no me spread it amena ko na akoye ade a ya de trigger to the grassroots amena ko for man na sa ne man nyina mo anhwe enei na mo kai say mo be kwa akọka kire wo mo akọ insight wo mo ama mo bu afu party no we sape a na say we are diabolical we blackmail party no and it is not fair, it's not good because unya akwanya bia samre na se nka wutumi eye nhihye oni mpanimfo ekoka ho asem na wo man mpanimfo ani ba wo mo ho so na mo ye nhihye ma ne bua grassroots but wo anye no akogina baabi ko kase party ni ba ban mu no party na amwa grassroots for which I think it is not in good faith a collective responsibility and it's a party ni nyina na anya na ban no nyina na anya dia ene wo nso ye debe wo kan ho bi entina me kase ye nyina ye gitum ye grounds ni etietie nsem no a ye de to krata so ye hia ye wura Mahmoud Baumia ni aka kire no say ni na ekoso then we are trying to make sure say nyame ya dom majeri na se niema to toyie na se ewura ba a lot of the reforms no we will center the grassroots people and make sure say ejuma no a yede ma few people bi ye no amunya omo ho say tam no omo hwia omo san de be brofo ye so no say ejuma no we will decentralize it and if we decentralize it na conform a it will build every party member, it will build the constituency, it will build the region and the Bema party no ochina bi unko gina ba bibiem ensan so ma me ka se party na nhwe party ma abra wonko na wonam cocoa board wonko wonam ministry of agric ministry of roads ECG any ejijiji project ni na boso enti basically what we are trying to address is that we will make sure the party people will also have impact, they will feel the party and they will also enjoy and have the big project and the big contract because enye baakofo enesese oye sikani enye baakofo enesese wotena baabi na oje edehye no ho na afi owi a akogina baabi akokase ebinum anya bi abra wo business man ebi anim say even when we give business to other competitors you get angry you get angry and you fight the government, you fight the party leaders enti mesre delegate for no say yesro mu bebrebe reforms bebrebe all the reforms ebeba nyina no senia yewura Mahmoud Baumia edi atudwa no he's going to center more on the decentralization and the welfare of every party member and until even here crampo as friends of Baumia yeko grants no majority one of the key thing we are doing is say we are profiling all the people we meet them you build the data so that a brand sooner say you person execute your strategy no the data will be available to guide us na nkobane say nkrofo bi be feel say omode omate akam enti ye fra say yes an hwehwe ni nyina to ensure say collectively no the party members will benefit when the party return to power come 2029 enti you have a strong belief say these are the things ye hunu and our catch and then they want us to
mo from in our friends or Baumia.
Yes.
Mono muhu impact and they said Dr. Baumia that's who roots of
Nyame adom. Majari nyame adom. Metimi akansi studio say party for nekrampo de ye call can say okankwe north ho na ekoye no polling area no and electoral area na ekoye no ye fro ho akwete ma electoral area abrante ba akokra ne o mo account so o mo sin kom de mpo de o mu benya enka party no nya consensus na ye nyina ye njintum na enka ye mpagya ye wura Mahmoud Baumia nsa se ono ne yensa anya debe emfa ne nko na nka wotimi wakami ye ne ye koto aba ne mu nsem nyina majari na nketo ntwa. These are suggestions nkrofo na yeshia omo delegates na yeshia omo no omo ede ebaye. And that should tell you say, and when they say such things, the response is so sensational. A lot of them agree with it and say is there. And kapati no enim sa na wonim ni nto omo kansa omo follow the trend. They say in the history of Ghana, consistency plays a very key role in our political discourse. Consistency in a sense that Obia yadina ko election bia wa Ghana has say bia no ayato abama na mana win bia no, the person has gone not more than twice. Uko first time likely you are not winning, and the history is there to guide all of us. In fact, His Excellency President Rawlings, may so rest in peace, transitioned from military revolution to democracy 1992 and ofamu ebesi 2000 na so handy over. Indeed, President Kufuor contested at the time with Professor Mills. President Kufuor won 1996. He couldn't win. That time he contested with President Mills. He didn't win. He got, I think, 39.something%. One win it. Jerry John Rawlings. Yes, he contested with Jerry John Rawlings at the time. When Timia win it. And at 2000, Obe contested with Professor Mills. 2000 or contested with Professor Mills. Impo, we had to do another election. And now where they be or win a year. It means he had gone on 2 occasions, almost thrice before he won. And then 2004, Professor Mills esansu by biom and President Kufuor be contested. And President Kufuor de be esan win no biwu. 2008, the NDC repeated Professor Mills.
As how dynamics in a year, Juma says.
Year Juma Majari. I'm coming. You wait, I'm coming. Year Juma. I'm repeating from 2000 up to 2008. 3 times. And Professor Mills had to win 2008 elections. Majority as here. 2008 on it Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo na contest here. Akufo-Addo and Timia win it. Professor Mills na win here. 2012, may he so rest in peace. And His Excellency President Mahama had to succeed him for about 6 months or so as an general election. So President Mahama, even from that few months coming to 2012, look at the results of 2012. Sananyem sempo bibi ne ba ne advantage, sympathy and incumbency be ne boa no timi transition completely. Professor Mills 12 years you can say 2012 no and can ye be am one. The first time you do 2016 Ghana for eto abatia Yewra John Dramani Mahama, and his defeat was catastrophic. The whole Ghana history never been seen that from 92. No bien how lose about 1 million or so difference.
Close to 1 million.
Exactly. And now I can say, oh, Professor, you can say President Mahama there was saying NDC, he has lost his, he's not coming again, blah blah blah. Even the NDC had a lot of issue. But 2016 or Lucy, the NDC didn't throw him away. Tienio, Olusu that magnitude na ebinsi da na ehu no. NDC for na to na ntwene sanso maintain no 2020. Obae no wentimi awene 2020. The consistency guiding and the power of consistency no. The NDC said there's wisdom in consistency. Enunti nyansa womunti no yensanfa Yewra Mahama His Excellency enkobiu. Omo ko transi yo omo hihye nyina no yo omo drawing board no mo hu say omo san so de Yewra Mahama ba 2024 ebe ko in their favor, and truly they brought him and it went into their favor, and the dynamics are so clear. Say on my way say mo no say who follow trend no na say we be very honest to yourself. It is hard for any first timer politician to win election. So you need to repetitive. So that Nyankopon be your adom no atimi ade be awin. And if so we a serious political party,
untimi into sa analysis we ento ntwene. You can never throw it away at all.
Okay.
You must ensure so we factor this analysis into whatever review strategy and everything you are doing as a political party. In fact, your research should guide you. Say this forms a strong component of how political system, the structure is in this country. And to going forward, the NPP, as I say, now see a cover new candidate at the neighbor. It means ye two sa history where we hono. I guide yen as a country, as a party, no. Ye two actually. Yina see ye two sa di ane twene natural say ye nsua bribi and free abako semwa a guide or man yamanyo sem. Ye nsua hwe anya de be and free mo. Enti no ebe throw ye off gear. Ebe ye dene ama enti and yesre delegate ne say ye masa die we guide yen. The power of focus. Engoma bi ayatro the power of focus se unya kan. E kire say we are consistent with whatever you are doing. You are likely to succeed almost 99%. And nunti na broni no yes matter or coining word be say quitters never win and winners never quit.
Never quit.
And nunti a very commonsensical. So behunu say political marketing strategy one thing a woman ye adwuma pa a consistency. Into be contest parliamentary seat or the next time second time no are winning no parliament. When you keep changing flip-flopping, it means your political strategy is weak, especially when you are looking for some person unya amanyo no utu franka na udin kunim na be president e wo Ghana no esesa amanyo kuo no eti ase say de be bo wo ne say candidate ya yi no no ye be man opportunity baako mienu miensa na wonim one thing I have very can I say the whole thing no eluku some way ni say obi a obedi president ya hand power amani bia no wonim say na sitema Jerry say me no na call contest na me be president na me time so na me free so I am to hand over power to you. It has repeated itself from 1992 up to 2024. Obiya from President Rawlings, President Kufuor, Professor Mills, John Mahama, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Each of these presidents will have to hand over to the contender or no call election in the previous election. No hand over man.
Okay.
And see, these are all part of the analysis that SSC to me yo. Na ekoya adwunim na yeti asese. Mayen fan kwhye yetrim se obi se asumasi e na wo de ne ba grassroots for obaji no me pa ucho enye no kre eye politics e na manfo eyo na ye kɔ abatuo yi mui so ahunu ye MPP fo ye tena ho no mama abontensofo detective to as say asumasi momu na ye de ne ba omo ebe pene so ato abama no enye no kre da see you follow the trend of consistency ni party structures ni political structures or mayimu a it is clear Majari, it is very clear say the only sure banker we have as New Patriotic Party is His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Okay.
Or only the only sure banker we have for 2028 ticket. Intimate party ma delegate say sa analysis yem tiasie na yem fanye adwuma. Mpanimfo say sabi o sabi mpreduas awudwo so gu faako a ene twa huro ena obosuma anim nso ye kono mprensa majority ase
okay
enunti se wo pese udi nkunim obibi mu a be very focused, be consistent and stand firm. Oba no no oba brumu a no ope bibi wo odifo no honom no na okobia okobọ pununum na odifo no mmie no okobia okobọ punum odifo no mmie no obekọ na odifo na ye wad no obọ mpai wo dem da kroko gina pununum obọ no bang odifo no pie no busan se maame ade wo ha madwendodo no asi miwura ade a mehia ni wo ye ma me mabio. The woman consistently oba kunafo no okoso abo odifo ni punum kopim so odifo ni edebe ebie no. It is practical in our life. So practical. said dia wo ye bia no be consistent with it na obedi mu ye de be enkunim enti party for any party ma new patriotic party ma mesrɛ wɔnom me pa ɔmo nyina kyɛw sɛ obi obefiri baabi bia bɛka sɛ ye pɛse yenya akwanya 2028 a ɛne ye wura Mahmoud Bawumia ɛnyɛ the rightful candidate for us ɛne ne ɔmo tetatare ne hu nyina ma Jerry ne nyina no ye kontompo sem e won wash ɛnyɛ no kreda ɛne amanfo so wɔyɛ kramoni nti ɛne yanto aba ama no adabraka ɛnkan yɛte ha no minkamufo nte ha bi dagoma fonti ha bi mosi fonti ha bi mamprusi fonti ha bi basar fonti nkan bi adenti ɛna ɔman baako a yɛnyina yɛtimu na wo a wo ka so bi yɛ kramoni nti yanto aba ama no na wo de wo sabe mpredo se to aba no ma na obedi franka no a nkramofo nso ɛbɛka sɛ wo nso so sabe wo nya kramoni nti yanto ma wana enti sound argument we no ɛyɛ sabe yo enkwara adwene yantiase we are one people one nation common destiny ɛna yɛ nyina yɛ share enti ma yɛmfa tribalism religious sentiment ɛmfa nyɛ amanyɔsɛm wɔ man yi mu da moma yɛn so mu mpene so sɛ Ghana can be led by a Muslim, a Hinduist, a Buddhist, whoever, a Christian. There is here any competency. Enye babia asuma si bi free. Eno aba bebu aman enempo de majeri ebinom timi kwatena TV so na omo ye campaign against Yewura Mahmoud Bawumia say na yirimpo nya Ghana ni. Sabi mpredu asan ye nyina ye Papa Rawlings the longest serving president of the Republic of Ghana. Say na kwande yabeka so free Ghana kra because obianim say Rawlings have cars ne papa nya Ghana ni. Enso so Rawlings ebedi o man yi so. Ye nya mpanifo ma holding key positions in this country. Kwame Nkrumah yeah founder ye boni din edi hwahwa ye ho Kwame Nkrumah na yere Ghana ni. Enso so Ghana, the history we have and the pride we have in ourselves as Ghanaians, we can never do away with Kwame Nkrumah. It's not even possible. And so Kwame Nkrumah yere no nye Ghana ni. Na de ba ne send na internal elections inti obitimi kwotena ba bi ka se me maame Samira Bawumia ya wo no Ghana ne papa ye Ghana ni ne maame abetena ha ya wo no ha tete no ha no no ene de ese wo mfi onye Ghana ni na obi ye ka so obi o man bi su ni a what how do we classify obi o Ghana ni obi onye Ghana ni sabi Yewura Mahama wa ya ade bi ama na ya kono ayefe papa bi e friend Kofi Choice ene ye so ya ambassador bi ama nya ne din ni ye Kofi Choice na say Kofi Choice Yewura Mahama aya ama na ye fire akono so wa ma papa na appointment as an ambassador representing Ghanaians in Korea e na afa ehwiam sei na ye de betin hanom na cheap politics and propaganda e na ye so hunu enti party for ntiase me ogidie se enema we nyina no kire se sebe mpredu asa ebinom nte niema biase ene emphasize sentimental emotions but he addressed the subject matter ede na nipa ne betimi aye de aboa party na ma party na gina yie ede na nipa ne betimi aye de aboa oman na ma oman na gina yie ede na se obedi president ya ewiase nyina the international community no how are they going to look at Ghana and I can say a presidency no majeri obo sika no the good them na sika ye ma o dem a ene be ma obedi president and Dangote be shati all African countries no I catch Africa for nyina say or no the richest man in Africa and yemfa Africa man no rule it doesn't work that way and I say obedi president ya enye sebi o gold a watogu dem diamond a watogu dem and I odi ba bebu o man no eye common sense adwene ni nyansa a wo and odi ba bebu o man no enti obi nam na obon ho safohene and I obi so our fresh ideas na ideas no has the ideas translated to creating jobs for people. Sometimes it's so funny. Say nkrofobia adwene saa me bisa me ho say amanfobi sometimes enti o mon nsem bia ye na wo krampo individual na wo businessman wo so create adwuma be 7,000 10,000 na obi a ono ba aban mu na wodi initiative buy wodi policy buy ya policy na create hundreds of thousands of jobs among nkrofo sabi enya adwene na woni tirimu ana odi create saa adwuma na man nkrofo and na hwampo na ne dey sustainable wa also of nkrofo 7,000 job adwuma no ubetima sorry na aka chom se munyina masaki mo obi ankofie but nia nimudie bi obi di tu dwa idea bi ni knowledge bi ma obi self-employed now no me hear research kakra about mobile money vendors Majari mobile money vendors in Ghana they are in tens and hundreds of thousands. You know why? Omo ye self-employed. I just saw cancer with Jana Jumana now for some reason. But and yes, I'll bring to me in letter man and can't say we yinedi. My brother, omo buy your masaki nipa almost 50,000. Mobile money vendor ben no abonti abeka say NDC for asake. Majari.
That's your man fire memu.
So why and oye mobile money person are self-employed. Now say NDC buy ye yinedi. Enti wo also afa nipa 7,000 20,000 10,000 adwumanti Ghana anto dwumusra mesre wonom si ye kasi ye ko intellectual discourse akodwene na de nimdie adi nkoma one person's ideas na adwene dani trimu no create adwuma for hundreds of thousands of people.
Okay.
Drone services Ira Mahmoud Bawumia by Majari unim how many people are drone services a save you Ghana. How many people are drone service no a provide a jumama wonum.
Okay.
Zip line. Minua Sam George eko gina honoma e tuko ye no born in sem no asere no say Allah. Nani anchi sa because hunu bi that this is the first time I always experience senior drone it me fly. So hunu when you na ye idea obi wo create a juma more than tens of thousands. I'm a Ghana for ye. So hunu sebi in progress yen can this intellectual discourse bebo man yen kan ho asem ne mom ne blackmail amanfo media minim say nyame ya doma Majari Ghana for e de akwanya no ebema Yewura Mahmoud Bawumia say obedi president na ni nyina so be adwuma the new patriotic party delegates across the country ye pamochew yen kotodwegu form ye ka kire mo say abakosem a wa Ghana kire say obi a yede na bedi president bia no wakobosmanim emprenu ne mprensa so ansa na wotimadi nkunim yesra wo mo pa mo chaw say omo ma Yewura Mahmoud Bawumia akwanya biu na nyame ye na dom na se yede akwanya ne mano 20 yede frank an hye ne nsemu a 2028 Majari 2028 inshallah 2028 Yewura President Mahama His Excellency 2029 January 7th he will hand over the sword of authority to His Excellency the President-elect Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia.
Medase. Higher need 100.9 and I know who appear part of the operations team at the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Evans say
Nyame ado metie Yewura Bawumia ne nkrobo.
And so on the wide campaign the man candidate.
Anti
yanko yasa.
Mebo momo abaso mo ya de. Memfa nchie mu noma Yewura Johnson esiedun katia. Obisi opese ye hand over ma Dr. Bawumia. Ba hand over ma Johnson esiedun katia. Anti if he say let me sympathize with the
Ora Johnson esiedun katia na eba.
Let's say me to me Van Samu.
Hey.
If somebody have to take over governance, Johnson the national chairman of the NDC. Yeah, me Van Sam. If somebody should take away any government, it says John. Can I win your John? I win about. Oh, thank you. Best say ni man okoye Oh yeah, John to want to me and bia. And me find cheer mu do Yewura Johnson e see dinketia. Now let me sympathize with our brothers now. Omoba how omo teaching appointments. Say obi akaka how na wa ma ban fofra ba ne ho e kire no. Me hu nia omo famu say MPP strategy san kompese omo de winning election na backfire ama yenuanom mrantie e famu sa. I am very confident that the government of NDC will address that problem. Uti or say the Director General saw the why ni obetumi aka Minister of Finance mo obe release this car. Mo GDP say if what the Director General is saying is as it is, the Minister of Finance will release money. When you listen to them closely, who say processes are going on. Eyaban fofra aba. Now, you see, you take liabilities. Responsibilities. And I will see this part of the liabilities. As a government near settle. Now what has obeyed to me why a new recruitment. That's the problem our brothers are going. So I sympathize with them. The person me stress among come akuma ntum yem and this aban Yeru Mahama ban be say mo honey na it has been addressed. It's not about demonstration. 8 months government. It is not about demonstration. It's about dialoguing with the government because teachers are needed. Once they are still servicing omukwa adwuma munya baby teaching ni ade na say their services are needed. Na government is a processes. Enti Yeru Mahama ban obetua obia kama obia ne sayen sika. Mesre matisa o se nurses nso say on person mo demonstration mesre say it's about dialogue. Demonstration will not solve the problem. Demonstration no Emma ban fufo na wa bana se fina ordinary nice see na wa hwe se niema atoto mu no en solve problem no. Nti yesre say ye best stress obia nya abotre nurses a mo pese mo demonstration teacher form pese mo demonstration yesre say obia nya abotre na ye hwe se aban no ni mu bedi nsawo so ahwe se mo problem no I solved. As same much now I appeal to my brothers and sisters in government say the concern of our brothers is being addressed. And I know the people who are in government, they are actively working on it. Intimately, hold on the demonstrations and let's engage ourselves. But once you are trained as a teacher, the nation needs your services. Tasks we take the tasks because of you. Nema plans, policies, programs we does that because of you. Intimately say mubenya botre. Another few say a Minister of Finance will mention them in the budget. He will mention budget for Minister of Education. It encompasses everybody, the teachers, everything about education. It goes to the budget of Minister. But you know specific say teacher for now, for more MPP time now. It will not be that specific. If I would have gotten the opportunity, I would have let them know. So the budget will be about the Ministry of Education. He will take care of all the concern. They will not say this budget is for the free teacher, this budget is for the teacher. No. And if you have a way, say the government
say CI, they were told say media budget and about be factor.
Yes.
And
I make her say one factoring it. He will not be specific. Say teacher for now.
Yes. Education ministry and you first can find konko. And I the man was specific. One him say be a teacher for a woman here. Do you know
these people fall under compensation? It fall under compensation.
Under compensation.
The compensation they will not specify. Say teacher for now.
Mebajo. As someone can simple. Oh, now, better they will
not. No, the person who can say you are more moody specific. You will never mention your name. He will mention Minister of Education, compensation, services, and this and that. And they may be factored, have been factored, but not because because of that. On my the step pa, and I may person be clear and say they have been factors. Once they have mentioned the Minister of Education, it concerns you. Director General Swakachra say he has done everything. Is waiting for Minister of Finance to give budget allocation. May the same finance minister Mwankasa for Mukran say the Minister of Finance want to meet at the IMF and discuss with them and additional recruitment. So there are processes that are going on. Nya pesa me kan se modo mba kama kuma tumu yem ni ahwe se ne aban na ka no se ne mo amate no ebe ye adwuma demonstration aban foforo no emwa. You might think say you want to politicize it. It is for your own interest. So be ma dialogue aye adwuma ni ahwe se problem na wo de abeto no aye solved. Me that is my appeal. Say mumma yema niema enye solve. Issue of Yoruba Miane Nebusi Phone, they wish you all the best. We know you are going to stay opposition for about 2-3 terms. And we need a caretaker leader. And if you vote for Dr. Baumia, he will take care of the MPP for the next 3-4 terms when NDC will be in government. You know it. Who did the mathematics say if 1 million is equal to 8 years, the 1.7 will be what? You can imagine it. And it's
also find X.
Yes. And the X will be that President Mahama will take the 4 years. The next 8 years will still be, even have extra because it's about 13.7 years. Oh, it will be if President Mahama failed the 4 years, the next government will also come and do the 2 terms. And it is good you become a caretaker and take off the MPP party. In fact, the opposition is very important in government. If we really want to practice democracy, we can't do away with the opposition party. So they are there, they have been there. It's very important, and all of us are concerned and are interested. Somebody should be there to criticize you. When he criticizes you, bring you alive.
I will criticize you and you arrest us.
Oh.
You are criticizing you and you arrest us.
Why na watch you be? Abonya Samendi. May I have criticized MPP from day one. I haven't insulted President Akufo-Addo. I haven't insulted anybody. Mene Mark Kwanwo the studio said. Mr. Mark Kwanwo the studio said. Obetna head you be at him. He will ask you to withdraw. I've worked with Mark over years. Mark, you force you to withdraw.
False publication on the civil matter.
False publication, baby.
Now, some charges here, dear Bono.
Charges, baby. Almost say offensive conduct to the breach of peace.
And only one of them.
And I did
false publication.
Causing fear and alarm.
When causing fear and alarm. Yes.
I just find a way to make sure
some false publication.
Anyway, even if that is the case, so just say, no, you can't say, buying, and she say, send your okay. Say, you know, Kumain. Or my bet na ha no musa omo lament ma Jerry o matna adwuma mu aya adwuma mfinhia ba ko ne efani aban is continuation 9 months na mu wo mu 9 months
can year cry
I finish almost
for be 7 months you couldn't pay him was 6 month probation you couldn't pay him or her
say na omo kan was sin hihye bia no mpanimfo se
they should call that of incompetence. They work over 6 months.
Abino has told themselves, finance minister, so I be
yeah.
A musica crampo, according to one of them, I heard him correct, said no musica crampo, or much other baby. But yet, Omudia yard for front, he says he can almost
I know who said the yard.
So that's what the gentleman said. And it is probably true.
It's a part of the previous administration, you know. Unkofaya Jima 6 months. Let's assume that probation is 6 months. You didn't pay them. They said they have worked for 13 months as of today. Meaning about half of it was in the government. It's a podcast.
13 months. And you were 9 months.
4 months. Is it 4 months?
9 months.
December, na mo se mo de mo sa to be bia so.
13 minus 9.
4 months.
December.
Na December. Because before you recruit someone, make sure say clearance now okay. They have given you a clearance. So Omama clear. Why don't you went ahead and pay them? And government, some of his friends has been paid. They have started paying them. It's a process.
I didn't know national security. So I'm going demonstration now. National security for almost say. They
advise them. And the American
national security for more taking responsibility of Ministry of Education.
Advise the
when national security. Say when come some kushia specifically NIB. But from say national security. And now I'm going to NIB phone of kushia. I'm NIB boss. And now Okachrom say demonstration on be. Most almost security matter say concern.
My Jerry.
Until they can advise. They can advise.
Which letter the police for. Police for have the right to review and advise you and tell you say maybe we can have men for you.
Mark, I bet your MPP.
Yeah.
Well, I bet your MPP. I am who saw Casa Assembly Bino. Because MPs of the Republic of Ghana wanted to demonstrate. They resisted them. What can I say? We Independence Square. When free him for be buy. They stopped them. Are you not in this country? Today you are come to talk about this thing. You don't have that moral right. You MPP didn't criticize it.
Who stopped them?
Akufo-Addo. That very night I was there. They stopped them. When the members of parliament wanted to present petition, they used police to intimidate them. You don't have the moral right to talk about. No, the point is, if you are MPP, except you only an Dr. Baumia fan. But if you are MPP, then please, only Christ over can be. Only Christ over can be. You are talking about you have been policing before, you know policing. Do you know what the people did in this country? We were here. Yanko baby Ghana. Please, it's too early to bring these things up. Abronye asema waka.
The abronye
nobody supports any lawlessness.
Me democracy. Yeah. I believe the expression of views.
Of course.
And when you have that big heart, you have been trained to be Democrat. Your canon doesn't disturb you. Me, you can say it, I don't care about it. I'll assess the decision I'm taking. I'll do much consultation to analyze the decision I want to take. Mm-hmm. If it is the best, say anything. At the end of the day, you come back and tell me that what you did was the right. So you can talk. Yes, they can arrest him. We can arrest him because men deserve to be part of whatever happened in this government. He has been arrested, but I know that Bronye, they will take him the due process and he will be released and whatever, you have to face the law and the law will be processed. And me, as much as I know the people in this, like the Attorney General, I know him personally and whoever, they are not interested in victimizing people. And President Mahama himself and the national, nobody is ready to visit. We are concerned about the development of this country. And that's what Ghanaians want to see. If you don't know Ghanaians, study them. So when Ghana for it's about development and application of the resources of the state. And that's what this government is going to do. I know they have arrested him. We should bring some order into sanity into the system. That's what but NDC per se is so interested in victimizing people. You go for MPP by Ochiwamukumu. You can mention and count them. I know they arrested him. You can count them. And I know it's a process. You go through the due process and whatever. I don't think Yes, I don't want to go further, but I know that it will go through. Nobody's interested.
I believe in due process, my Jerry. I believe, Sebi, Yamochi no crano for the first time within that 48 hours in I had narco court.
Yeah.
So I say, Yanka Sebia and I say in the Dabi. Oko report on the Hondra. And that Tuesday, you had narco court. Barely, 48 hours. You had narco. The court has decided, say, you're finding up to Friday. Nyamiya Aduma Friday, we are hoping, say, court, the judge will be lenient with him. He'll find mercy and he'll be magnanimous and grant him bail. So that going forward.
And they can allow you for also.
Oh, yes, but that's what we are saying, say, the court will be magnanimous. We are only pleading and asking the favor of the court. The judge, say, be obeshe, no consider, no money bail. So what I say. Me, for instance, I'm not happy about some of the commentary he ran on the TV.
That is it.
And for some of the West. But that is the process that has taken place. We will allow the process to take its place, to take its course, and ensure, say, we are building the nation. A China NDC for free power NPP about 8 years ago and an MPP war. Friday senior for the first time me I'm so happy say police for now Kipino beyond the 48 hours and I'm so happy IGP me born abaso me born director CID abaso and mpanifo nyina abaso say for the first time ya hunu ni ate say in order not for any sensationalism no almost say yemfa ne court ednako say a misdemeanor say a felonious offense so say you the law the judge has decided yenua abronye minim say you will endure this situation and God willing we are hoping and praying say Friday you be granting a bail na yako going forward no ye nyina no adesua edemayen so ti ase adabia no ye ka say ye be hwani sanitize ye social media communication no na ye nyina ne ahwe nsema ye be kan enema ye de betoto abonten na ya boa ama ye wura mahama ne 4 years a odie wa wie no asomdwemu hande overpower e de ama ye wura baumia eno na Ghana ye hwehwe sisi a ye nyina ya dwene mu. That is what we are looking for. So that Jerry the metima kan say yen support obia obeka satia say bi omampani Mahama ana minister bi ana IGP oteso ana say me Samira Yewura Mahmood Baumia. I will never condone and support any vile commentary and words from anybody. We don't do that. But eba ne same po bi di atem a enka civil case obetuma file court case e de atia no so if you personally you feel having been slandered obetumi that way but so if you say mramu nso criminally no e offense eno so mra nhye da ho say obefa a very good amana ye adwuma so it as I mean we don't want to say ebia so far we have not heard say he's been manhandled. What we saw that we say it was exaggeration is bakufo ednakoto Black Maria kakakrakaimu and I ye ni PM kaze say and then say don't be near the for the first time nipa baako pe yamano a full fun
some more kind hear me then say will not support a condone with any comment. You see what you have to know is we are building a certain culture. Democracy and Ghana and democracy Nigeria come democracy but Nigeria has a pattern of democracy. When you go to other part of the world they also have their pattern. We also building a certain pattern of democracy. I believe that we have to allow expression of views, but we have to shape it. God said that it won't be like instigation of violence and other things. And that's what I'm happy is going on. What has happened to Abranya? When he come back, he'll be careful the way he utter his words. And it will be part of the strategies that we are putting in place to make sure we build a very decent democracy. You know, when we create that environment, everybody can speak. The president can't misbehave because he knows that when he does anything, people will criticize him or her. I'm not saying the current president, but any subsequent president or any subsequent leader or minister. So this institution, police and whatever they are there to guide us to a certain type of democracy that we can express our view. No, when we are able to express it, brings development. It brings efficiency. Let's assume that a certain minister is doing something. Somebody go to radio and TV and criticize. You sit down and analyze. Okay, we can do this and make it better. At the end of the day, it is the city that benefits. Yeah, benefit from that thing. So we should allow those things to go on. I know, say, we all need the best for this country.
Madam, sir. Higher need 100 points. I was a na enkoma ya twetwe wa hanu aba bekere wadwen 15 minutes na afie ye the final comment no ye the asoso na ye kwa enim numbers na be friend 0302257902 0302257902 ya share abronye issues akoso ya share Dr. Baomi and the camping camp and so
mami chiam do fi bi wo Kumasi gifty anyway. Gifty Yankee also otie nti mami michia why Gifty Yankee also otie otie Fitek Kumasi
okay all right ma yanje onso wadwe nkyere na yanko enim meba cho memajo
pacho mejoso
yetio
yo kwa me adongo achi kasa fe adanta tema jerry nyanko ponshia one producers na company for omotu we yes yeah can say Ghana baby ayedu no yentimi njai oman normal sabe obia sorry enkeka ne ope MPP for boss go say na okasa na ye kan wasam ehye woyem enyesa yentimi njai oman no obia enkeka ne ope keke nti yes MPP for omonhwe omonkofo a obi tite abroye oka kasa bia ope keke no ya ma ho kwan yes security services for me say obi bia na kasa anko yie emfa obuoni na emfa asomdwe ba no omone ne endele pa after so yes MPP for say ya papa ba omia de Ghana ahonhom na apon enti omode ombesia ya asoden ayi no ama na di obani aso Ghana de ya nto aba man ya damas
Medas yanko ene beba cho majo yetio
Again, we can set up on cover.
okay
Where a man saw you make a tournament by example. And a key or Babo national organizer. And a national chairman, our back. David can come word and I had your Safia. also bar for woman national organizer with that stage. Yo, Yamika in fact, democracy in England practicing. I'm the democracy in Yatim Didier. And I say, who will show being poor and I will them will overcome fact. The Howard King now the Kokumuti Aqua. But this is a baby, I don't know to Stefano. And I against them. And then I do a bit out there, I am no more radio station. I am no more theatre. Assemble on us, I cannot say out to Mr. Chesai. What do you say? Let us ask them and they say anybody who might catch them, I can't say. One can say, will be back. One is about the Twazo. Oh, but as I said, they won't shed you will be I and I go to Yabia. One hour, the end, young one show. Oh, a bit of a team, but if we are them or my way. I got almost some can but I've been a kaya. A brim crash money and then chain a numu show. Any idea? Oh, a tiny power me almost from Woody. And this will be also not a copy. Now, walk where you can have walk with money. And the other democracy, when we are practicing here, the Amphania Juman, Atem Diano, Yanin Frimu. What have you do? How I cook with the working? What is all the working we are? And one, no. Bye bye.
Medas. Beba Chome Wajo.
Yo, Margaret.
Yes, I do.
Your friend Alex Kokuta, I'm free dance to my break my waist.
Okay.
Bakra Mekan say, Yam penny for no. So be a dubiata, and no be a BPA. Who finds some coachino? The star rumble started the Empacho. Womunyai. And more bako, and yet an air time. Ah, okay, Bonimo walk on Papa and Chin the panel. Now Papa Master will be up on some mamma. Now rumble stand, now go, one number far. I know I detail at the duality table so. Now I didn't know ye. Yes, Raw, we are penny for more a day, a 2 minute shamos. In the end, this nipa, now star rumble started there. Yem pet had a woman. What Papa with my resting. How many panel I don't want to as well rested. Why the rumble stand and no, the panel and no, not on your gun any. That's all, woman, you may ye, that they are calling the FYA. Only your maid to say.
Yes, some of that. A patch of duty, my dear. I'm out of it here. Okay.
Sani meka de dia party party de ye enemy omani ye na efe ni ko ba ko tra radio who did attempt who show adia who mu pa su ye start mba papa we like ya price ya for high who show no ka and the way IGP say we say president we why say we are say we want to finance the ya ko tuwa ese empere wosa the people area ma for no de manka sa penny police for betting you bet the party B no yenye enemy so kuma ese ye ko no ni sa de we anja ye pa enye nyema say nyema ko yi no ye hwe ni ntu nyema mu yi ni bi an ko pepe no ma no ko yi mai de ma
Beba Chome Medas. Beba Chome
My good evening, what is that?
I'm out of.
I'm from Kofi Adwa, because I feel you can do.
Okay.
I saw I can't hear. Oh, yes, that's Obin the IGP attempt, only the president attempt, and the boy. Name a year for 4 legs good, 2 legs back. I saw Canan one number one, what him, but he didn't walk and yet he Bakuzu deputy national organizer, LG, as for no market, I don't press. Why, Omuja, Umbu. Hey, no, we don't in Amqua, and the dear new beer bar. Cabin tell us to pray free one who be do come my own body guardian. Manu baby die. One for you if you call. Ah, yeah, but yet the anyone say. Abonye or your next Yoko boss. That's why I can get it here. The blue one also the good and no, also being moved here. Thank you for the rest of it.
But there's sense of Namoke Kama, Kaza Munyaka Muguzokano. Yo, Majo.
Yeah, I'm just one of my Jerry.
Yes, yo.
Wow, only a member of Cope. I'm a fierce man because I'm one if it's about Cope.
Okay.
Yeah, Michio. And what my phone in the entire team in picture him much. I'm one towel. I know no. I mean, mom who buys and I'm maybe from Bedu. Yes, studio or some film. Now, my min chami MP, honorable Kwame Oma Frimpong. As Marcus MP, the darling boy, enemy and CBS at work. Now, wouldn't be Minia, Yamukan and I are back home. I need to be an ya. Ubusa collabi the EBS name. No yen penny for. Oh, yeah, you're a mamma. Oh, yeah, Kufuado. Oh, yeah, Vice President, Professor Moi. Now you're a Bamina. And yet, I will see a study and young condemn MYA. And the many of them managed to all canon. Martina see a name Munu. Edu Bia, Edu Obidia, and Amoya. Name were 2 Bidia, Yamoya. Near 2 men, Ayamoya. Name were 2 Binayamoya. Party near CPP. I'm telling you, sir, to come back to power 2028, the bad young people. You are only a demon still our young. We really feed that. To know to our community, I may say me and net may come what to say. The echoes was 1 year. Only my water. Now, me support woman that.
They say, when young people need be more.
Oh, my thing.
I'm
telling you.
Because Wakasa, dear, assessor that.
Maybe be a press conference. The only 2 men. I may say, me getting answer, but I will call you off air. Number can watch it. Now, you hear, to the minute 2 or canoe. Or any year. Bibi 2 be a wooden nature, Bibi 2 be the animal nature. But that's the mission.
Okay, what's me that say? Beba Joe Memajo. Yes, yo.
Yo, your friend, I buy a medium to a shaman. Now, I don't know better try.
They say, me no man said, Uncle, you on me video. And I may say, Mosrani, dear, they say, me on and no man said, Uncle, you, my minty. Me per se, me very relaxed as I'm a cosrasa.
I dare to meet you, papa. When you say, oh, 2 crime, I did actually be out in the name.
Medas,
Michiami offer phones. Let me say, original time, I have watched more. And I'm mad. And call for MPP for the story. I almost say, Azoka, and I could see out Azoka, some men or Kaya. You have got by election. Minority leader, me, friends, minority rep, Abba party office, but the people said. I don't see him say, but 2 or more. If you want but 2 or more, again, it's here, BBC now. I have good propaganda now, I've run yet here, I kill you. What at my day, who out in some planting where I go. Mr. Can be almost fast with that, my president, Mama. Sir, I'll know second coming now about it. Or Papa, a resecure man. Never Mr. Can you before the year 8 years. Our position, a choir former president, who part of the Pia, a DND for community, your movie, I might say, in Kabati, so much I never refugees. It's almost common to Munaspi, you enjoy a memo papa president, Mama Diaba, no more to better. Committee, a Kufuado Tamu, Manco Camp, Miko Camp between the Hechimia, one of our Timothy. It's the one once and one, no I did, Uncle did you be at them now to baby. That's it, baby, 100 years now, Pitipa. Now, I look at you, Mikana, Cotimia. Now, Yakasama, Papa, come at them. Yamika.
It has said. Beba Joe Majo.
Good evening, Honorable Major.
Yes, I do.
My pastor, Brighton, because I free about Kokai. Maybe a mestre and Yankopon on the amount. Because a Juma, we know, a Juma Nelson. Fiti àwọn machisa ebe pie ne 10 o'clock asila uchi studio eye juma ede bo o man Ghana nyame enbo ho ban na o ma wa ho de na o hirawo anka ho
amen
mami ya honorable Made Jibri any original chairman honorable Ashimo baby awo bi anyame nka no na wo courage makafi no nepaku e wo TDC obo ijuma o papa
Minim say yeah chicha for our mutre in color dear ewo man we mono. Eda SNC John Dramani Mama Akuma so papa na minim say omabe kasa ewo Nit FM enyumre no impedifo ebeti na adebia omupe bia no omwetimi aya amamu amabibia ya fine ene yesi ache abronye enti MPP4 say omunti bida ewo manga na mo me pacho kati smart ekwan be na omufa so ediche no ono abobi ansa ekwan be na omufa so ediche no kasa ben na okaye Mugabe mu ekwan ben na MPP4 efa so edichi omu ene de mu MPP4 mu ye dede edima ende mu ampa mu nyina mu be fe oman we mu because yentina oman we mu ema enso so sembi a ense fata ese ye ka kire ye penifo mu MPP4 mu abemu dia mu betimi aka de mu pebia e de akire obia na mo ye de mu pebia e de akire obia enso mu ba abemu na ye chimu a mu si de bi mu de mu nti ase mu de mu ye nipa e kire bi mu ye chi alista eni Mugabe mu e de omu ko hye mu no eni de ya mu de men ti se MPP ni bia e kasa tia e se e kwan omu fa so e di chi amanfo enu de enye ene abronye ya chi no abronye hye nwoma okika fa excellency John Dramani Mahama sama mu power 8 years chede we o chi se amanfo se obeji omu cast ni ade yan cast yan fa hu na minim se research na ye no excellency John Dramani Mahama ebe tutu nyoma yi amaga na be kra be hye
let us say the last one Majo yetio
adumenya me asum bi nka
encounts
nti ami ame boss yes somewhere na apia we wadanfo wadinya na amwafo na imeli tia we na me tia incoming national chairman yura honorable Boache Agyakon wo di se obe national chairman ya pastor na nyam extra amagana fu nyam sampa educate na wa ba kono mageri mesre abanye otisi se echichafu ya nwa ye mafo over years months omusaka wakutu ya ere omunhwe no omutu omuka because ebe ya be de se uye duma efoka ekochire nkwalade na busum beso na wonsa nka wakutu ya no emu ya migiri se ka abanye we papa we na plain PC busum so a otu omuka omuji omupa DMs ede waso busum ejo independent fee na independent na ejo bibia independent jem nantie ni emmeye ofasi fu ya nwa kira ade be so 9 months yentuom kan aban ni hwe no ontuom ka no munye bi so fa mo bra so mo ma me no wo mba no makọ ma because ya se wo tiom mem na ye go no ontuom kan ye be se wo ya de se de ya ma no sem se aban na fa wo mpa o me kana fo wo se tiom ka na ma se me me party pen for them omoye the needful and fight the prepare ye eltu akwam because the 2023 election ye kuri rusua say be take over about 12 years and sana nyame ya aduma ya ba power ye beneta e do mon traffic ye ma type ye enye aduma na wati bu akam no ye ntwa so because the yan kan bu ma ye di na to yakopon po de be fagbala klara ye be lusu 2023 election ye be lusu ye pe enkabom eni wati bu akam no na mpe fo nya fair omunya fair the omuya no ejani ya odidi akoba bi ye mpedisa ye ne ebere wase o magedi ye ne ebo posters ye ne house to house campaign eze eba appointment ye nya bi na muya ye bi ye ni ye muamo ni na to na budi post so so mo mpedi ya ai ne be bua mo ma partner to put in za
okay
ye mo ba chimu na me ka o
yo yeah that's it right how you need 100.9 na hand ye de afre ni nyina si mo am text mo am share Facebook also ya damase and also apia
Jerry.
Final comment in your uncle.
Yo, I say, I can't be brave. Na
Dia mede twa to ne sɛ yɛsrɛ Nyankopɔn sɛ ɔma ɔman Ghana ho ban. Yɛwura ɔmampani His Excellency President Mahama nyame mmɔ ne ho ban. Yɛ maame Professor Agyeman Opoku Agyeman Vice President nyame mmɔ ne ho ban. Mpanimfo a ebu ɔman so nyinaa ne security mpanimfo nyinaa no minim sɛ adwuma no ɛyɛ dene. Nyame nka wɔn ho na wɔn ho ban. Afei nyame adom a His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Kukumasi Ashanti Region nyame adom a ɔkyena.
Ɔkyena na
ɔkɔ start ɔkyena na on the 12th na ɔde aba wie. Nyankopɔn ɛmmɔ ne ho ban soronko kwan so. Na dwumadie ni nyinaa no ɔma no nkɔ wie asomdwie mu na ɛwɔ gyidie nso sɛ delegate for nso ɛbɛtie na so pam. Na party no nso in general party no nso mɛkɔ so asrɛ party ba biara sɛ yɛnyinaa yɛnka yakoma nto yɛyam. Yɛnyinaa ne yɛ nneɛma ahwie agu na yɛhyehyɛ. Yɛbɛbɔ mmɔden na yɛahyehyɛ ne yie na ayɛ fɛ na ayɛ krabɛhwɛ na ayɛ hwam. Na wɔn a ɛte akyire no nso ɛde mmɔmmɔmbe abɛdi akyire bi. Megyidi yie sɛ me nua Nana Ako ɛfrɛ yɛyi raise a lot of sentiment and concern. Nyankopɔn yɛ adom a structures ne nyinaa bɛyɛ adwuma. Yɛbɛbuild bibia na nneɛma atimi ayɛ sɛnea ɛsɛ ɛkɔ. Nti mesre na sɛnea ɛda so a ne nipa bebree ɛyɛ engagement no. Yɛbɛkɔ so nyame adom ɔkyena nso so. Yɛbɛtoa yɛn engagement no so with the delegates in some part of the Greater Accra.
Okay.
Yes. Nti yɛda
also yɛda
so a mode ɛma nyame nhyira mo nyina.
Nyame nhyira wo so. Evans
sɛnea ɔde nkyia memfa nkyia ma madɔfo bi. Me wɔ mmaa bi wɔ me party mu. Ɔmo sombo paa me director Vida Adey welfare. Wosi utie neat. Embre mi chia o. Na mi chia me dɔfo baako madam honorable Sophia Akwaku. Na mi chia Queen Star Pokua MP Aguna.
Yeah.
Na mi chia me director Sena. Na mi fa nchia doma ira Dr. Aja Sepa Nyanki. Mesre union mo government say mo ma ye ni na ho. Ni Ghana for pese omuhuane eni mpuntuo. Mo ma emfa kore ne perpe obuo ni ahombrase emfensum Ghana. Obema ye diade. Meda wase.
Onso meda ase. Etiefo ha na ye de ena twumadie no ye de sia we 100.9 so. Bidi de Mark Jerry OSEI AGYEMAN. Meda aseda e de mama boafo ye Kokroko Francis Obaha. Evans ne Macon Evans Amo a member of the NDC National Communication Team. And a Dr. Bawumia, in fact, a year Nano Usu appear in charge of operations. Dr. Bawumia camp. Okay. Nano Usu appear a part of operations. Operations are a part of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Was a member of the MPP. And also Eba. But I said that Mark Kwesi or my boss, immediate boss. Dr. Father Dexena, executive producer. And I'm a general manager, Kennedy Santos, and Madame Masse. Media said that, and so am a year engineers on duty. Monsua, Mutie, and share yen, Edamase. And I be porchina, if it's your Ghana Mutie. So, Yako, I mean, kind of no more home. On fair call, no some friend baby dress from Jamo. I mean, sure, BBA, it didn't a Mark Jerry AGYEMAN. DJ Bosco is taking charge. Of a boy, you come. Aha, a boy, you come up.